Hey guys, Becky here with Design Bundles, and I'm super excited to have you join me today as we have another great sublimation tutorial for you. This time we are working in Sawgrass Creative Studio, and I'm showing you just how easy it is to use your own custom imported fonts. Alright guys, so here we are in Sawgrass Creative Studio. And we are covering a very basic tutorial for you today, but one that is very exciting nonetheless. Now I'm going to head back to the main page, and I just want to make this distinction because we are going to use a custom font, a imported font, a font that we have purchased from an outside source. Now, of course, this one is from fontbundles.net, and the design that we're going to use in conjunction with it is from designbundles.net, but don't worry, I have links for these down below in the video description. But I just want to say that in order to be able to use fonts, and it says it right here on the front, font uploading, you do have to upgrade. So we're going to go through that process real quick. And it'll tell you also that you can get 25% off your first month with this code. All right. So let's go ahead and add it to our cart. So we'll check out with it. The code is automatically applied, so that's super helpful. We will go ahead and check, and it'll say, that you need to you must be a Sawgrass print owner, right? And then of course I can just enter all of my information. Let's see. And I have to pay. And I do need to update my address for billing. Okay, and then I'm just going to place my order. So this tells me thank you. Super exciting. So it says I can join the Sawgrass network. I'll be honest with you, I do not know what that is. So we're going to hold off on that. I'm not going to do that right now, but I am now subscribed to Creative Studio Premium, okay? And that's what I was looking for. So let's go back to Creative Studio. And we're going to go to Start Creating. Now I'm just back to the initial page, and let's go ahead and test it out. We're going to go to Text and go to Uploaded, and I'm going to upload my font. And I just chose it. Oh, okay, so it has not picked up on my upgrade yet. All right, so the key was signing out and signing back in. So just keep that in mind. If you do upgrade, sign out and then sign back in, okay? And then it should work for you. Now, I also, let's go ahead and play with this. I just clicked on the font. I'm going to enlarge it. Now over here, here are all of my text where I'm going to input my text, where I would be able to choose from multiple fonts here. Bold, italic, size, which is what I was just attempting to do. And then of course I have the alignment here, left, center, right. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll just say stars and stripes. All right, so one thing that I'm noticing immediately is that this is not it doesn't give me an option to change the spacing. Okay, I don't see that. So what we will actually do is we will type them out separately. All right, so this one, let's see, let's go ahead and enlarge it. And our size is at 64. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, I could see this being a little inconvenient. So what I want to do here is align them. So let's turn on my grid, and I can align them this way. So what I'm doing, you see I have this guide up here, and as long as I center that with that middle guideline, then that should be fine. Okay. So overall, I'm not going to lie, that's probably more difficult than it needs to be. But I mean, that's okay. You guys have to remember that this is not a true graphic design software, okay? This is just a basic software that is going to, be useful for uploading images and things like that. But especially when you're working with images that need to be customized and maybe all you need to do is add a name, being able to upload these fonts is super useful. And don't forget, I'm not saying pay $20 a month to upload fonts, but this is just one of the benefits of the subscription, okay? Now let's go ahead and I'm going to upload a design to use this with. And this is just a basic designing background. Again, I got this from Design Bundles, and I really love that they have these types of designing elements. So I can find designs that are already completed with this, or I can, purchase it and design it on my own. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm aligning this to that middle grid just to make sure that it is aligned. And then I can select all if I want to be able to size it together. But for the most part, that is how easy it's going to be to use custom fonts. So let's go ahead and just talk about some of the good things and some of the bad things. First of all, as a pro, it was really easy. I did have to type in the individual lines because it didn't have my line spacing. I could also see that being a problem if I needed to be able to change the letter spacing in between. But guys, now that we know how it is to work with fonts in Creative Studio, we can decide, is this something that we want to do, or wink, wink, hint, hint, Becky already has some workarounds planned for you. That way you can still combine things in Creative Studio and, still print from Creative Studio in a very just basic way. But in the meantime, just being able to upload it was very straightforward. You select what font you want to upload, you go to your text, you click on it, type it in, it puts it straight in there so you can start working with designs. Not a super complicated process by any stretch of the imagination. And like I said, especially if you're working with those designs that, all you need to do is be able to, slap in a name, or, think about those monogram designs, split monograms, things like that. Lots of really useful reasons why you would want to be able to import. And this is a cute little font. I really like this font a lot. Of course, like I said, I linked it for you guys, and it's perfect for the upcoming 4th of July. So, again, just lots of benefits, but really super, super easy. And hopefully this will be something you guys would enjoy using in the future. So guys, how did you feel about uploading and using those custom fonts in Sawgrass Creative Studio? Now, I know it's probably a little bit of a downer to find out that you do have to subscribe to that, the Pro membership, right? But, if you use a lot of fonts, a lot of uploaded fonts, a lot of fonts that you've purchased, then this is a really good option for you. And don't forget, you actually get a lot of other benefits to using that upgraded membership too. So it's definitely not just for fonts, but like I said in the video, we do have a couple more workaround videos coming for you. So if the Pro membership is not in your future, that's okay, because we have some ideas for you to get to be able to use Creative Studio in a designing format, but still be able to use all the amazing tools that you're used to. So I'm going to wrap it up for today, guys, but thank you for stopping by. If you have a moment, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Help us keep the channel going so we can keep bringing you these videos. Of course, go ahead and put any questions or comments you have down below. I love hearing from you guys. But guys, just thanks again for stopping by. It really means a lot to me. And we'll see you again next time.